My fiancée wants to go on a romantic dinner with her boss? I've been with her for 3 years. She just landed this amazing HR job at a pretty high-profile law firm right after graduation. The guy who owns it is one of those ambulance chaser types, you know, the commercials. But whatever, it's good money and she's really proud of herself. Right after New Year's, she comes home all excited and announces that her boss is taking the whole staff out to celebrate on January 20th because it was the firm's biggest year ever. She tells me to keep the date open because partners are invited too. Cool, I can do that. Sounds like a nice dinner. January 8th rolls around. She casually mentions, "Oh, sorry, I was mistaken. It's just a work party, not a partner thing. You can make other plans that night if you want." Okay, no problem. A little weird she got it wrong, but whatever. January 13th. She lets it slip during conversation that it's not really a party for the whole office, just for the people her boss thinks were the main contributors to the company's success this year. Now I'm starting to get a little suspicious here. The story keeps changing. January 14th. I ask her who's all going. She lists off some names. Every single person going to this dinner is under 30, and they're all female. Alarm bells are really going off in my head now. By January 18th, 2 days before this dinner, the list has mysteriously shrunk again. It's now down to exactly 2 people. My fiancé and one other woman, a newly hired attorney. That's it. So if I'm understanding this correctly, the 2 people mainly responsible for this 20-year-old company's biggest year ever are both recent college graduates, both female and both around 25 years old. My fiancé asks me, "Aren't you proud of me?" I didn't even know what to say. Then comes the day of the dinner. Her boss texts her around 11 a.m. "Hey, since this is supposed to be a celebration, don't drive tonight. I'll send a car service to pick you up." At this point, I'm freaking out. I tell her, "That's a nice offer, but I know where the restaurant is. What if I just drive you instead?" She texts him exactly that. He replies back in literally seconds. "Sorry, had to change restaurants at the last minute. Just take the car service." My fiancé looks at me without a care in the world and says, "See, it's all fine. I'll just take the car." I completely lost it. I told her flat out, "You cannot go to this dinner." She immediately called me a controlling asshole. I laid out the entire timeline for her. January 5th, everyone's invited. January 8th, just staff. January 13th, just top performers. January 14th, only young women. January 18th, just you and one other girl. And now today, mysterious restaurant change, and he's sending a private car? She said me hoarding evidence like this is proof of how controlling I am, and now she wants to go even more just to prove a point. I told her I might be an asshole, but I'm not stupid. This whole thing is shady as hell. She kept saying, "He's married. He can't do anything that would affect his marriage," which to me proves she understands exactly what the implications are here. She locked herself in our bedroom and didn't come out for over an hour. Eventually, she left, took the car service, went to the dinner. She came back late Sunday evening, didn't say a single word to me. Just walked straight to our bedroom and slammed the door yelling, "You're still a controlling asshole and we're breaking up." That's her nuclear option. Whenever she doesn't have the upper hand in an argument, she threatens to break up. So I didn't make much of it. Honestly, I was just relieved she was home, and apparently nothing terrible had happened. Monday, she didn't speak to me at all. Complete silent treatment. I could only get into our bedroom long enough to grab some clothes. I slept on the couch Monday night. Whatever. She was mad. She was embarrassed that she didn't see it coming. I figured I'd give her some space. Tuesday morning, I see her getting ready for work, putting on her makeup, doing her hair, the whole routine. I couldn't keep my mouth shut anymore. I asked her, "Are you seriously going back to that job?" She looked at me like I was insane. "Why wouldn't I told her. "Because the owner of that company just spent an entire month manipulating you into some kind of setup. You realize that, right?" She called me an idiot. As she's stomping around putting on her shoes, I told her, "If you show up today without quitting or reporting him, he's going to know you're okay with what happened. He'll know you have a high tolerance for his manipulation, and he's going to keep pushing." Her last words, "I'm the professional. You're not." Door slam. Tuesday. I knew the relationship was probably over. Not just because of her boss, but how she fights. The name-calling, silent treatment, breakup threats. She came home Tuesday evening completely different, broken, rattled. She wouldn't say what was wrong, but she didn't lock herself away. She just sat on the couch, almost catatonic, watching Big Bang Theory, which she absolutely hates. Sad, silent. Not angry, silent. I think I know what happened.